Okay, students. Now we will discuss about the calculation of center of mass in this topic or in this lecture. Before we calculate center of mass, we will just understood about the principle of center of mass or conservation of position or motion of center of mass. Okay, so position of center of mass do not change during rest or motion unless external torque or force applied on it. Okay, that is, the path of center of mass of a system do not changes even if the particle separates due to internal forces. Okay, this is the principle of center of mass. Now, center of mass of two particle system. Center of mass of two particle system. Okay, first we will discuss it in the condition, like suppose we have a Cartesian plane x, x dash, y, y dash, 2D. Okay, and a particle which is located at A and another particle which is located at B. Clear? Now, this is point of origin at where the horizontal and vertical axis intersect each other is called point of origin, is O, O. Okay, now the distance of particle A from origin is R1, in vector form is vector R1, or OA is called position vector, and distance between B and O is R2, or in vector form it is termed as vector R2 and OB called position vector. Therefore, this is the distance between particle A and B, R12 towards A to B and R21 towards B to A, and simply we call it R12 equal to R21 equal to R in distance forms. Okay, now let in between the line segment A to B there be a point called O, at where the total mass of system of two particle A and B is concentrated. Okay, therefore this point is called point of center of mass. Now, okay, by joining this we get the resultant radius from O to center of mass is R. Okay, now here OA is position vector of particle A, which is equal to vector R1, or in distance form called R1, and OB vector is position vector of particle B is equal to vector R2 and simply as R2. Okay, now let the mass of particle A is m1 and mass of particle B is m2. Okay, and we can also draw this like this: point A, B, and there is a point O which is at a distance r1 from origin, and another is at a distance r2 from origin, and they have mass m1 and m2. Okay, therefore total moment of mass about O, moment of mass m1 at A about O is m1 into r1 as we discussed in the previous class, and moment of mass m2 at B about O is m2 r2. Okay, therefore total moment of individual masses about O is m1 r1 plus m2 r2. Okay, now according to definition of principle or we say according to principle of center of mass, according to principle of center of mass, moment of center of mass is equal to total moment of mass about O. Okay, see, if total mass which is concentrated mass called Cm is equal to m1 plus m2 equal to summation m equal to capital M. Okay, and radius of center of mass is RCM. Okay, therefore moment of center of mass, moment of center of mass is equal to mRCM. Okay, therefore by putting the two values, one is moment of center of mass and another is total moment about O, is mRCM is equal to m1r1 plus m2r2. Okay, and this is equal to sum of or summation of moment of masses. Here we can not use this. Okay, so therefore finally we get radius of center of mass is equal to m1r1 plus m2r2 upon capital M. Okay, this is how we calculate the center of mass for two particle system, or we can also use that RCM is equal to m1r1 plus m2r2 upon m1 plus m2, as we have m is equal to sum of the two masses. Okay, this is required formula for this is required relation for center of mass. Okay, now we understood about some special cases or cases for calculation of this. Okay, now 2 points separated by a distance r, and there be a point in between A and B, say O, or location of center of mass. Therefore the distance between A to O is R1, as we discussed in the derivation, and the distance between O to B is R2. Okay, and in previous we discussed that the motion of moment B about O is in opposite direction of motion of moment at A about O. Okay, therefore R1 is positive and R2 is negative. This is important point. Now we have formula RCM is equal to m1 r1 plus m2 r2 upon m1 plus m2. Okay, now case 1, when measurement start from A when measurement starts from A. Okay, that is the location of center of mass is at A, therefore R1 is equal to 0. Or simply OA, okay, R1 is equal to 0, OA is equal to center of radius of center of mass, and OB is equal to AB, which is equal to, or simply R2 is equal to AB, which is equal to R. Okay, therefore RCM is equal to, this value becomes 0, M2R2 upon M1 plus M2, and R we have, R2 is R, therefore RCM is equal to M2 M1 plus M2 into R. Okay, because this fraction is smaller than 1, because M2 upon M1 plus M2 is smaller than 1, therefore RCM is smaller than R. This is first situation. Second, case 2. When okay, 1 minute. When measurement starts from A or B in both the cases. Okay, or starts from B. In this case, when we start measurement at B, therefore R1 is equal to AB equal to R, OA equal to RCM, and R2 is equal to 0. In this case, radius of center of mass is equal to, this value becomes 0, M1R upon M1 plus M2, that is RCM is equal to M1 upon M1 plus M2 R. Similarly, for this case, RCM is smaller than this. Okay, and important case is case 2. When measurement starts from O, which means point of center of mass, therefore RCM equal to 0, R1 equal to OA and R2 equal to OB, which is minus R2. Okay, therefore RCM equal to M1 R1 plus M2 minus R2 upon M. This M multiply here, this value is equal to 0, so this M multiply here, this M is equal to M1 plus M2. Okay, when this M multiply with 0, we get the result is 0. From here M1 R1 minus M2 R2 equal to 0. Therefore we can equate it M1 R1 equal to M2 R2. Okay, now from here we get the ratio of the M1 into M2. M1 upon M2 is equal to R2 upon R1. This is very important relation which gives an idea that M is inversely proportional to R. Okay, which means heavier body is near to the center of mass. This indicates that the heavier body always near to center of mass or point of center of mass. Okay, note down it. Next we will discuss about center of mass of n particle system. Okay, that in a Cartesian plane x x dash y y dash we have a particle of any shape, okay, which made up of different particles like this. Okay, now the radius of particle 1 having mass m1 is r1. The radius of particle 2 having mass m2 is r2. Radius of particle 3 having mass m3 is r3, and radius of particle m4 is r4, and the radius of particle n of mass n is Rn. Okay, therefore there is a point at where the mass of individual particle is concentrated, which is point of center of mass of this given system of particle. Let it is of mass capital M, which is mass. Total center of mass of n particle is mrcm equal to summation of mr, or product of mass into radius of individual particles. Therefore the value of summation mr is m1r1 plus m2r2 and mnrn. And second, the total mass m is equal to summation of m is sum of n particles. Okay, now according to definition, here one thing is very important, that if measurement starts from point of center of mass, if measurement starts from point of center of mass, or O dash. Okay, therefore starts from O dash, that is radius of center of mass is 0. Therefore total moment of mass mr, total moment of mass, total moment of mass is 0. This is the very most important figure, as we discussed in the previous case. Now as per according to principle of center of mass, moment of center of mass mrcm is equal to total moment of center of mass upon total moment of center of mass, which is m1r1 m2r2 mnrn, is rcm is equal to m1r1 m2r2 mnrn upon capital M is equal to m1 plus m2 plus mn. This we can write rcm is equal to summation mr upon summation m. This is value of radius of center of mass for n particle system. This is required relation. Okay. Next, if the particle is in the space, for that r is given by, or position vector r is given by x I cap, y j cap and z k cap. Okay, therefore if n particles there are, so this is r is equal to vector r1 plus vector r2 plus sum of vector rn. Okay, therefore we can say r1 is equal to x1 I cap, y1 j cap, z1 k cap, and similarly for rn. Therefore value of radius of center of mass in x direction is summation mx upon summation m and radius of center of mass or distance from center of mass at y-axis is summation my upon summation m, and for z direction center of mass of z direction is summation of mz upon summation m. Okay, this is value of center of mass for the (3D) surface. For first I will write it x radius of along x axis of center of mass is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus mn xn upon m1 plus m2 plus mn. This is how we can solve as condition given in the problems. Thank you. In the next class we will do some problem which is based on or we will do some applications of center of mass. Thank you.